Before the video starts, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel and leave a like. I know it doesn't change anything for you, but for me, it's a symbol of pride and gives me the motivation to continue making videos and working for you. Enjoy the show! The characteristic of One Piece that differentiates it from other mediums is the willingness to choose one's actions freely, driven solely by one's ideals. In this regard, I don't think there's a more fitting example than Kuzan, given his past as a Marine and his current role in the world of piracy. Kuzan was born in the South Blue and, driven by admiration for the Marines, enlisted in the Navy with the desire to become very important and play a crucial role in the organization. After being trained by various Marines and significantly improving, Kuzan, eager to reach a higher level, approached Vice Admiral Garp who, after some hesitation, accepted the boy's proposal. Kuzan greatly admired Garp because, in order to avoid being influenced and constrained by the celestial dragons, he had always refused the role of admiral despite being fully capable of it. As the years went by, Kuzan, after being appointed vice admiral by Sengoku, headed to Ohara where a catastrophic event of immense proportions occurred. Nico Robin, who is currently a member of Luffy's crew, was just a child at that time but was being sought after for her knowledge of reading ancient scripts, which is essential in this world. Kuzan, despite his duty, told Nico Robin to run away, warning her that if she ever became a threat in the future, he would show no mercy. During this incident, Kuzan, using the powers of his devil fruit, froze Solo, a friend of Robin, due to his aggressive behavior towards the Navy ships. This is reaffirmed in the Davy Backfight saga, where Kuzan, after an initial conversation with Luffy and his crew, announces that he wants to capture Robin, and upon hearing this, Luffy charges at Kuzan, confident that he can defeat him. Naturally, Kuzan had no difficulty in defeating him, and seeing the situation, he decided to leave, stating that Robin would become uncontrollable and that her misfortune would turn against them. During the Enies Lobby saga, witnessing the Navy's total defeat, Kuzan tells his men not to attack and to retreat. Later, Kuzan, having secretly reached Luffy and his crew, addresses Nico Robin, asking her if she had found a place where she could be happy. After Robin's affirmative response, Kuzan leaves, allowing her to celebrate with her companions. Together with the other admirals, Kuzan is a key player in the Battle of Marineford, where the pirates of Whitebeard and Luffy clashed against the Navy with the goal of saving Ace, the Fire Fist. After a great war that ended with the arrival of red-haired Shanks, Kuzan faced off against an admiral named Sakazuki for the position of Fleet Admiral. After being defeated, Kuzan decided to leave the Navy due to differing ideals compared to his former comrade. About a year later, after freezing several Blackbeard pirates, Kuzan begins to drink when, after Blackbeard's arrival, he starts talking to the pirate, realizing they share some common ideals and that he has developed empathy towards him. When Blackbeard initially invites him to join, Kuzan responds that he is unsure and wants to wait. During the Punk Hazard saga, Kuzan intervenes to save Smoker's life from Doflamingo. After a desperate attempt, Doflamingo decides to leave, having no interest in fighting Kuzan. From the Dressrosa saga onwards, Kuzan officially becomes a companion of Blackbeard. During the Wano saga, Blackbeard kidnaps Kobe, a marine belonging to Sword, and Kuzan, after hearing this, explains the situation and the role of the marine to Blackbeard, avoiding risks of potential future problems. Kobe's situation prompted Garp to rescue him, attacking the pirate island and initiating a confrontation with Blackbeard and his crew, including his former disciple Kuzan. After a particularly intense battle between the two, Kuzan, through a dirty trick orchestrated by some of his crewmates, manages to defeat Garp by freezing him. Kuzan's role throughout the story has always been very important, regardless of his alignment. He has always been a devoted man to the Navy, but due to the unhealthy bond with his former friend Sakazuki, he had to abandon his status, discovering the pirates of Blackbeard as his new companions. A lot can be said about his choice, but one cannot deny that Kuzan has always made decisions based on his own ideals, disregarding the feelings of others.